Hello and welcome once again to the Ads and Brands webinar series. My name is Junior Sintende and I'm excited to have you on this particular show. Of course, we are still continuing with our series in Ginger City, where we are trying to understand how the different businesses have adopted the new the ways of marketing, especially when it comes to digital marketing and online platforms to carry out marketing for their particular businesses. We were also privileged to give you an assurance that every single time we come before your face, we shall bring you an expert either in a particular area or in marketing that will be sharing with us the different nuggets of wisdom when it comes to marketing and digital advertising. Today, I'm very excited to be hosting one of the legends when it comes to marketing, and this is my very good friend, Mr. James Oluka. Mr. James Oluka is the CEO of the Belfort Agency Limited, and is going to be sharing with us some of these things that we have been asking ourselves in our minds. Welcome to the show, Mr. James.
Thank you so much.
Please say hello to the viewers.
Hello viewers, James Oluka, the CEO of Belfort Agency Limited. We started 8 years ago.
Wow.
And started as a small group of young men.
Okay.
With painting of buildings, that is wall branding.
Wow. Speaking about Belfort and Belfort Agency Limited, what inspired you to first and foremost open up a company?
What inspired personally to open up a company is I wanted something, since I had a media background.
Okay.
Worked with the Independent magazine, The Observer.
Yeah.
And at The Observer, I only worked for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Quit. So I think there was something calling me to do something extra different from what
you've been doing in a normal day.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does Belfort Agency Limited do? What are some of the things that you guys have to do?
Belfort deals in LED screens, that is digital screens.
Okay.
The lighting, the street, they call them at times TVs.
Yes. The switch TV.
Yeah, so we have a presence across the country.
Right now, you are not only in Ginger, but
not only
Kampala, you are
Kampala, Mbarara, Mbulu, Arua,
wow.
and Bale.
Fantastic. Okay.
In Mbarara, in most of these towns outside the central region, where you have a presence there.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we also do billboards, steel billboards.
Okay.
We do truck branding. We do large format printing.
Okay.
Large format printing is where you print a banner,
okay,
for purposes of placing it on a billboard or for purposes of either branding trucks,
okay,
for bringing some small signages out there for your small businesses.
All right.
And that is what we offer in the market.
Wow, fantastic. You spoke about the LED screens, these screens that are always on the streets. What inspires you to come up with this particular idea of putting screens on the street?
Originally, I've never traveled out of the country. Okay. I'm sorry to say about it. But I have a lot of interest, picked a lot of interest in advertising.
Okay.
That's why I picked courage to do something different from what other companies were doing, like normal billboards,
and newspapers,
the newspapers,
the TV.
I wanted something to interact with people on the street.
And when someone is in the jam, can be able to see something good.
Yeah, and I wanted also to provide a cheaper alternative to advertising.
Okay.
That's why in the market right now, we have the lowest prices,
okay,
compared to most of the advertisers.
Okay.
And out of the.
Well, someone out there is wondering how you have managed to keep yourself in the market up until this time. Would you like to share with us a bit of your success story to this place where you are at?
Our success story is not only built around the screens.
Okay.
We are a multi-talented company.
Okay.
With different departments. We even do a bit of fabrication where need be. So we try as much as we can to reduce on our costs whenever we can. And the other thing is the relationship we create with clients is very good. When we meet a client and create a brotherly relationship with them, and we yearn for long-term relationships in
and
business.
partnerships.
That's what keeps us afloat and keeps us going. Because ideally, if you looked at most of our streams, we have companies that have been there ever since we put up the strings.
Up until this moment.
Up until this moment.
And that's about how many years now?
This is about 4 years now.
Wow.
And we so happen to have clients, for example, mention UKI.
Okay.
They don't sell their cosmetics in Uganda, but they sell outside Uganda.
Okay.
And they provide us with business.
Wow.
Because of the relationship we created years ago. And then in world branding. And then we also have companies like Roy Kim Industries, manufacturers of rose foam. You've gotten a lot of support from the MD there, and Stazik Soka.
Okay.
And being a Ugandan company, we wanted so much to have that attachment to Ugandan investors. And that's why we are out here to work with mostly the local business community. Even if it is a person running a kiosk, we can still advertise with us because we have very many other alternatives.
Wow. Now, that is very wonderful a story. I'm wondering, when it comes to marketing, which is exactly what your company does, what therefore does and provides services for. When it comes to marketing, now there is quite a number of other forms of marketing, especially when it comes to digital marketing. Does your company equally employ digital or any other forms of marketing and advertising to market then the advertising company?
Not as much, because we have a website.
Yeah.
We have a Facebook page. We have an Instagram page.
And social media presence.
We have but ideally, sorry to say this, but we've never received any phone call from
the social media.
Of social media.
Or that digital, yeah.
But we get a lot of feedback.
Yeah.
In terms of clients we worked with, they refer us to one client after the other because of the good relationship we've created with them.
Yeah.
And the rates are key. You don't have to suffocate a business because advertising is very expensive.
Yes.
So we work, and even the small budgets clients have.
Yes.
And we live with them.
Talking about the budget, I want to trace the budget a little to your direction, right? What would be that budget that someone out there can start a company like the Therefore Agency Limited with? What could be that particular? I would love to know how much you have invested in this, because it seems and looks really huge. But then I'm wondering, someone who would like to start something like yours, how do they get to that place?
Actually, I do think the way we started was very funny.
Okay.
I so happened to get the experience in marketing.
Okay.
And then one time, I was meeting a client, gave me an LPO. After discussion that I could do for him world branding.
Yes.
Because I had a team of artists who would do it here. So in a way, we bought this. The LPO business was in, but we didn't have it. We didn't have the capital to start the job.
Yeah.
So I talked to a friend by the name of Ingrid Andara, who gave me $1 million shillings that I bought material that I started with.
Just about 1 million shillings.
1 million.
And that was with the wall branding.
The world branding.
Wow.
I started with 1 million back then, and we've never looked back.
So with the billboards, with the LED screens, with large advertising and the truck branding, you started from the wall branding.
Yeah.
And that means you started small to where you are right now. So what has been your hugest or the biggest challenge you faced growing up to the ladder?
Going up to the ladder, the biggest challenge is the clientele. You can't satisfy every other client in the market. Which is, you may do the good job, and you appreciate that you've done a good job, but the client can come and tell you, this is bad work. And every time you get that kind of feedback from a client, you feel like, okay,
your ego has been scratched and broken.
Can I improve my service? And there.
Yeah.
So in a way, we keep fishing, and we keep sharing our work here with different people on different platforms like Facebook, like WhatsApp, Facebook, so that we get those reviews. These at least the hardest clientele to work with is the Indian community. But if they can refer us to another company,
yes, I mean,
that means we are doing good job.
Yeah. Okay, I'm wanting to also understand, because you started with a friend, as a small group of young men who now for 8 years have been doing this particular business. And that brings me to the next question. Is partnerships in business very important? And does it help you to get your brand out there? Or is it something that we are just thinking about and it's not the key and pivot for business to move forward?
Partnerships are good, but you also need to be very calculative with who you bring in as a party. There are those who are going to bog down decision making. There are those who will, for example, when we were starting the company, I had to borrow money, which money needed to be paid back. Now, if you have a partner, you open a company and the partner is not willing
to release and
pay back.
The discipline is not there.
The discipline is not there. Yeah. It's very hard.
Yeah.
And over time at times we also run out of my cash.
Yeah.
We have business people we deal with, and ideally when they give you their money, they expect you to pay them on time.
Well, I want to concentrate a little bit on the ginger market.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how has been the ginger market when it comes to LED screens in particular?
The ginger market for LED screens, we have had an engagement in several buyers out there who are interested in placing their ads on the screen. But I think the challenge is the expectations.
Yeah. Are they high?
They expect that the screen would say probably cost around 100,000 in a month, which is not possible. So in a way, we always tell them, okay, if you have 100, I can run you for a day. But if I run you for a day for 100, then you're not getting value for your money. Because we would wish to have every other business running on at least a screen that is over 500 to 1,000 people watch as they know.
Every
other single day.
I would like to launch into your skill and expertise in marketing, because someone out there would love to know what your take on this is, right? You've been providing screens, you've been providing people with the branding and or the cars and on billboards, and right now we're having social media, we're having people on Twitter, on Instagram. What do you think the future of marketing is at this particular level as we move forward?
The future of marketing is digital.
Okay.
And I have to be very open with you. Social media is going to hit most of the advertisers, be it billboards, be it the radio screens.
Because I was wondering, aren't you running out of clients already, because now people are able to send their clients emails and flyers? Isn't that a challenge to you?
It is a challenge,
but that's the future of it. But company that does.
But you see, in the other aspect is our laws here do not allow sharing of even content, say a creation of a video.
Yes.
That we say Befa has created a video and we are sharing a video with very many other clients. And that client can take us to court.
Yes.
So there is that cap bit of it by the law out there. So say if you shared your work on social media, it is actually on your page.
Yes.
Which is not going to infringe on other people's rights.
Yes.
And then the other thing is, with the LED screens, the beauty is the advert is out there, unless otherwise. But whoever cares to watch it, watches it. Whoever does not walks by and does his other businesses. But at a certain time, with lighting effect, a prospecting client is a prospecting buyer of the advert that is running and gets intrigued to watch and pick interest in watching. So the digital LED screen plays with light.
Yeah. And it attracts your attention immediately.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for that very wonderful insight. And I would like, as we get this to a wrap, to share with someone out there who is struggling with this company and they would like to get it out to the people. What are your parting shots on what you think they should be able to do to make sure that their company gets from where it is to yet another place?
I like even today I was having a discussion with a client who I gave her one point. They manufacture soap, bar soap. I told them the best thing is don't say the market is worth responding to your product. Make sure that you keep pumping the market with your product
so they can get
pushing
used to the product every single day.
Get used to the product because you're not ideally making say nails. But it is a particular group of people that need it, those who are in construction. So you need to keep pushing the product out there. I believe most of the young entrepreneurs are into production, which is the basis now to push us to the middle income status as a country.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that particular insight. Now, I would like that person who is watching this particular episode to already look out for you, especially when they have the business that they can be able to advertise on your platforms. How do they get you? How can I get onto your billboard? How can I get into probably the LED screens? And how can I get you to brand my car?
Our contacts are on most of the platforms. Our video plays on NBS TV. Because we have a partnership with NBS. We also do our LED screens, our contacts. And then mostly we ride more on referral. Because of the work.
Do you have any social media?
We have social media, Facebook. You can get us on WhatsApp.
So Facebook, what do you use? Therefore
agency.
And do you have any Twitters or any other?
Twitter is I use my personal and I keep pushing the message.
Well, thank you so much for joining me on this particular episode. Please don't hesitate, Mr. Oluka, to pick my call when I call upon you to come again and share with us some of these nuggets of wisdom. It has been a very huge pleasure having Mr. Oluka on the show. And of course, I can tell you we are still having more people who are going to be coming to share with us this particular skill, this particular knowledge, this particular wisdom when it comes to marketing, and of course, most importantly, when it comes to digital advertising. Remember, our preoccupation really is to bridge the gap between the digital marketing and advertising in this country and of course way beyond. Mostly for now we are concentrating in Ginger, but we are going much further. Until next time, I remain Julius Intende. Thank you so much and God bless you.
Urban Brands, bridging digital marketing gaps.